Your boy Johnny Street Vibe BB Pro is a tell like it is, guys. Welcome back to another episode, a long episode of Train With Me. Today we're doing a at-home garage gym workout, so you guys can get some pretty good ideas. You know, some of you guys have probably been locked down in Ontario, parts of Canada. They've shut the gyms right down, so I thought, why not get ourselves back into a home setting, give some of our viewers, subscribers, some ideas of how to set things up. This is definitely like, one of your better ones and about to be even better, but just like the dumbbells, squat rack, I'll go over that later on. But so today we're gonna do a Bells of Steel back workout. If you don't know who Bells of Steel is or are or what they are, it's a business that makes at-home equipment and commercial gym equipment. And the really cool thing is that we've teamed up together, so they're sending me some pieces that I can use, kind of review, and then give my feedback on some things they can change or just keep it like it is. Without further ado, guys, I am bringing to you guys my new pre-workout. It's a super stim sweet pre-workout, hardcore stim. I just got 3 samples of the flavors that I chose: grape, fruit punch, and peach mango. I've already tried peach mango. I'm gonna try fruit punch, but this is in the HCLT supplements line. This is my pre-workout super stim. I'm talking like it's crazy stim. So for those who like a lot of beta-alanine, energy, stim, just stim it up. This is right here, make it go crazy in the gym, then after probably maybe hit the clubs after. I don't know. Whatever. Either way, I'm gonna taste this first. I'm gonna see. I haven't tasted the fruit punch yet, but if it's like the peach mango, whew. I also got Erica behind the camera today, and she's gonna work out with me as well too. So if you're wondering why I got 2 cups here, it's not because I'm a freaking addict. It's because I actually have someone else that wants. You want 2 scoops or 1?
Don't kill me. So maybe 1.
1.5 is good. Perfect.
1.5.
All right.
Okay,
I'm gonna
cool.
do. So the serving size is 1 to 2 scoops. So if you like the stims like I do, take it 2. You can build yourself up to that as well too. And guess what? You could also do half if you want to, just to kind of see if you like it. But for those of you who are stim junkies like myself or adrenaline junkies, I love my stim products. And obviously I'm gonna wash down my Turk builder. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. It's actually really good.
Oh,
Taste is dope.
It's really good.
Tastes really good.
It is really good.
Oh yeah. Nailed it. And then we're getting this workout started, guys. I was gonna give you guys some tips on how to optimize your back training. So make sure you guys watch this entire video so you guys get all the awesome tips. Anyway, let's get started. I'm gonna go through some little technique while Erica does her pull-up. But just pay attention on the cues I'm gonna give you. Those who've been watching before, you guys are gonna know and hear some of the cues I've already said before in the past. So a couple things. If you have straps, go right ahead. There's nothing wrong with using straps. We want to exhaust the back. The teres major and minor, I'm going to show you guys where that's at. But in terms of trying to get wide, we're trying to emphasize obviously your teres major and minor, which are basically like right here. That's that width part of your back. So in pull-ups, pull-downs, anything coming from a vertical is going to give you a lot more emphasis here and width here. Now when we're pulling up, we want to retract right away, shoulder depression, then pulling straight up, head over top, and going down. We want to reach your chest to the bar, right? So keeping that and driving the elbows. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to pull our elbows to the side as much as you can here and back down. She's letting her shoulders elevate a little bit, her traps, and then she's gonna pull in. She's doing that because she's a gymnast, so we still want to keep this very mobile without, always being stuck in that shoulder depression. So we need her to kind of do this as well too. But for those who don't need to, keep yourself here to start. Shoulder depression, pull up, good. And done. So again, same thing. I want to automatically start from here, pulling from my teres major and minor. We're pulling that and retract, a little bit of scap retraction as well too. But from here, and then I'm greeting my chest to the bar. I don't want to pull over and do this. So we're just pulling up, and then the rest, I'm pulling. Trying to drive the elbows to my side. And then bring my chest to the bar, a good neutral spine. We don't want to be like this, and we don't want to be doing this stuff at the end. So pull. Good time to breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. So coach your moment. So when we set up for any kind of dumbbell, barbell, row, or hinging, we're basically bending over. We're gonna emphasize hinging. We're not just bending with her back. So we're gonna get Erica to get set up. She's in one of her working sets here, so we're gonna try and coach this up pretty quick. So let's lift this bar up, walk out a bit. Now we're gonna hinge like we're doing a Romanian deadlift. So push the weight back, engaging our core, glutes, hamstrings, and from there pulling weight up. We're trying to drive those elbows back while still retracting the scapula as well too. And think about like pulling yourself into the ground, right? I want to still grip with our toes, pull through the heels, engage the core, and pulling right through. Drive the elbows back and up. Shoulder gonna come up a little too, so everything is lifting up and coming together. All of this. There you go, 2 more reps. That's it, come on, pull, 1. Good, 1 more. Good. Okay, so again, get ourselves a grip in our palm, in our hand right away, so I know this is exactly where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna hold this bar, engage my back, so almost like I'm doing a little bit of a mini rack pull to stand right up, walk out a little bit, and now I'm going to hinge, pressure back into my heel, but still gripping with my toes, pushing back, lowering, bend knees a bit now from here, pull. A lot of mistakes I see is when you finish. So when you're done, get back up like a full Romanian deadlift. Don't just kind of do this finish and rack it. That's how you f your back up. When you're not training, when you're putting it back. So always stay engaged the entire set, even when you're putting the weights back. So this is the belt of steel belt squat. So this actually goes, you clip it from here, stand in, and then obviously sit back, and this, the belt squat. Obviously I'm gonna go over this machine in the nearest futures, because you can turn this into a belt squat, also a hip thrust machine as well too. We'll go over glute bridge, whatever you wanna call it. The amount of stuff you can do with this machine is well worth it. It's only about, I think 1,200, which is crazy. So if I was gonna suggest one machine in your house, you could do this. Obviously with being able to do back, triceps, biceps, legs, and upper body stuff, push-ups, dumbbells, you're good. Remember, the same rules apply doing a bent over. Even though I'm using this as leverage and kind of leaning on this, I'm still hinging myself back into my glutes, basically hamstrings, glutes, erectors, and core are on to brace myself. And then I'm using my hand here to keep myself from using momentum and whatnot. But even from here when I'm pulling, I'm thinking about pulling myself into the floor. So if I was doing seated rows, I'm basically doing this, right? Think about doing that. Same idea with this. So when you're pulling, you should feel from the ground, feet, toes, heels, middle of your foot, calves, glutes, hamstrings, erectors, core, right, for stabilization. There's your leverage. And then we can isolate our lats, teres major, minor, our latimus, dorsal, whatever, and then we can go. Okay, so we're in our second last exercise. Now, a little tip. When you're in, like if you're already doing back, there's no need for you to do a bunch of, warm-up sets for each exercise. If they're like completely different type of movement, then yeah, for sure, go through one, feeler set in a sense. But when we're doing this, we've already done a bunch of row movements. We could hop right into, our working set, right? We've already been warmed up, we're already engaged, we can already start moving. So let's get it going. Good, 1 more, come on. Good. We've been doing Rep range about 10 to 15 reps. Very sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, keeping very controlled reps. So that's probably been around like a minimum about 30 seconds to 45, not exactly, but for sure definitely a little over 30 seconds each. And then, just controlling the set and reps. So if you guys want to kind of take this idea or this framework of our sets and reps, we're doing about like 2 to 3 hard sets, mostly 2 hard sets of each exercise, 10 to 15 reps. You can't get to 10 reps, it's too heavy. If you get more than 15, it's too light. So you want to sit in between that range and really struggle in between that range with good form. So if you've seen us do our exercises, if you've seen us do our sets, our form has not been broke whatsoever. So we're not going to jeopardize form just to get an extra rep. We're going to continue with good form, and once our form breaks, and we're done. You guys mostly sitting down for this one. We're gonna do it with a little more manual stability. So we're gonna use our self-hinging position again, sitting down, use it as leverage. As you see, my weight's on my heels, but still gripping with my toes. I'm seating, and then I'm pushing. I'm driving through the hips still, pushing, and that leverage is sitting on my glutes. You can see my glutes activated, hamstrings. I'm still able to pull, and I don't wanna pull just my elbows in so my shoulders do this. I wanna make sure I pull my chest up with it, even though I'm tilted down. I want to pull my chest up as well and retract my scapula as well too. Okay, so last exercise we're doing dumbbell pullovers. Again, I thought I'd do this one because a lot of you guys probably at home with dumbbells can do dumbbell pullovers, and it needs to be coached up a lot more anyway. So one of the biggest things I find an issue with this is we get too much flexion and extension in our elbows, so we end up doing almost like a skull crusher and then putting too much pressure on the chest. Contrary to belief, this is a back workout. The lat, or I would say the teres major minor, they do shoulder flexion, right? So they're pulling the shoulder down, shoulder depression. So this movement pulling over is this little guy here, that teres major minor, kind of pulling itself over. There's other muscles involved in that as well too, but for the majority of it, I'm gonna show you guys how to make sure the weight and the load stays on your lats. I say lats loosely. Lats means basically, I'm talking about your teres major minor. Those who are super pedantic. Anyway, so make sure we have a good base from the bottom. Again, we're pushing from our feet. Give yourself some room so you're not sitting back like this. You want to get the top part of your T-spine on the bench, say like your scaps and whatnot, on the side here, right? So we have some room here, and we don't have to be jacking our neck up. We can kind of sit back here nice and comfortably. Again, from here, reaching over, if you're by yourself, we're gonna make a little triangle on the top here. We're gonna pull to the top from here, and then when I'm going back, I want to make sure I push my arms back. I want a little bit of internal rotation, and I want my arms to be locked, right? I don't want to come back and then do this, my arms bend, and then I'm pulling up, because I'm gonna get that in my tricep mostly. I wanna make sure when I'm pulling back, I'm reaching back, opening up, and I can feel my arms is flat. When I feel that tension, I'm gonna pull right up to here. I don't have to pull here because now I'm relaxed. There's no load there, and I'm squeezing my chest mostly here. So we're gonna start basically right over the nose in a sense from here, pushing back, hips are gonna stay up, and then pulling over, right? Don't let your hands bend like this. We want to almost cup our hands so when we are at the back, we're like this, not like this. From here, I'll finish my set. feels so good. I feel so young.
So we're looking at right here. That's doing the pulling. You can see how it comes from here. You can see it kind of right into here. And that's pulling. That's where we're getting the activation from. And we're connecting that straight through, so the arm's straight and pulling through. The second we bend this elbow, that tricep's gonna activate. So we want it straight back, pulling over. Anyway guys, hope you guys enjoyed that back workout brought to you by Bells of Steel. If you guys are interested in equipment, guys, go to bellsofsteel.com. There's an array of awesome equipment on there. Especially, I really enjoyed and loved using the Rackable Easy Bar. Absolutely amazing. As well as obviously the belt squat. Absolutely amazing machine, very versatile. Go there, check it out. Also guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. You guys know I'm gonna come all that tell. Look at this transparent, vulnerable truth. For coaching guys, johnstreet.com. If you want to know about my coaching, book yourself a phone consult, 15 to 30 minutes. At the end of that consult, I deduct a phone consult of any package that you pick. Also guys, hit that link below for those free emails and that free private content for you guys that are breaking down training fundamentals, nutrition, everything else. They're for you guys, private only. So the only way to get there is by hitting that link below. So hit that link below. Also guys, get in that description and get all those discount codes and promo codes to help save your life or change your life for the better. Anyway guys, so the Ultimate Push-Pull Legs Training ebook is out right now guys. So make sure you guys grab yourself a copy. People are benefiting from that right now. It's going absolutely crazy. And remember, that book always gets updated and upgraded. So get at it guys. Also, make sure you guys add me on Instagram and TikTok guys. Send me your progress pics, your foodie pics, and your training clips, and I'll repost for you guys because you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron, progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.